Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we will be looking at deviation from ideal mental health, which you need to know for AQA A-level psychology in the subtopic of psychopathology. I hope you enjoy this video and find it helpful. Let's get started. Deviation from ideal mental health is a definition of abnormality, defined as behavior which fails to meet a particular prescribed criteria for psychological normality, well-being, and good mental health. Jehoda, 1958, proposed 6 criteria of optimal living for ideal mental health, with an absence of these characteristics indicating an individual to be abnormal. The criteria includes an accurate perception of reality, being realistic and objective about oneself and the external world, ability to cope with stress, being able to effectively deal with the challenges of life without excessive stress, environmental mastery, the ability to successfully navigate work, social, and other situations, self-actualization, achieving personal growth and progress, realizing one's potential, positive attitude towards oneself, being happy with who you are and having self-respect and self-esteem, autonomy, being independent, self-reliant, and able to make decisions for yourself. The more criteria someone fails to meet, the more abnormal they are. A strength of deviation from ideal mental health as a definition of abnormality is that it takes a positive, holistic approach to diagnosis. The holistic description of ideal mental health focuses on the entire person and their overall well-being rather than atomized elements and the mere focus on the absence of mental illness. It considers various aspects of an individual's life, including emotional, psychological, and social factors, which can provide a more comprehensive understanding of their mental health. By promoting the idea of optimal functioning and personal growth, this approach encourages individuals to strive for their best selves, rather than merely fitting into a category of what is considered normal. For example, a person with depression might have low self-esteem and not be achieving self-actualization. Addressing the overall deviation from mental health might be a more effective treatment avenue than focusing on specific symptoms in isolation. Moreover, this definition can help reduce stigma around mental health, as it shifts the focus from labeling individuals as abnormal to recognizing the complexity of mental health and the various factors that contribute to it. This can lead to better treatment approaches that are tailored to the individual's unique circumstances, fostering a more supportive and understanding environment for those experiencing mental health challenges. This is a strength because it suggests that mental health should be viewed through a lens of positivity and growth, rather than simply as the absence of illness. By focusing on the ideal aspects of mental well-being, it encourages individuals to pursue self-actualization and overall fulfillment. This approach recognizes that everyone has unique experiences and needs, allowing for more personalized and effective treatment strategies. Furthermore, it promotes a more compassionate understanding of mental health, helping to destigmatize those who may be struggling and fostering a supportive environment for recovery and growth. A strength of deviation from ideal mental health as a definition of abnormality is that it is grounded in concepts similar to those used in physical health models. This approach allows for a more holistic understanding of mental well-being, as it sets clear criteria for what constitutes ideal mental health, such as the ability to cope with stress, maintain healthy relationships, and have a sense of purpose. By comparing mental health to physical health, it emphasizes the importance of striving for a state of well-being rather than merely the absence of illness. This perspective can help reduce stigma around mental health issues, as it frames mental health in a way that is relatable and understandable. Furthermore, it encourages individuals to seek help not only when they are experiencing severe issues but also when they feel they are not functioning at their best. Additionally, this model can guide mental health professionals in developing treatment plans that aim to enhance overall well-being, rather than just addressing symptoms. This is a strength because it suggests that mental health can be approached in a similar way to physical health, which can help normalize discussions around mental well-being. By establishing clear criteria for what constitutes ideal mental health, it encourages individuals to strive for improvement and seek help when necessary, fostering a proactive approach to mental health care. This perspective not only helps reduce stigma but also promotes a more comprehensive understanding of mental health as an integral part of overall health. However, mental health may not be the same as physical health. One significant distinction is that mental health is often influenced by a complex interplay of emotional, psychological, and social factors, which can vary greatly from person to person. Unlike physical health, which can often be measured through specific biomarkers or physical symptoms, mental health is more subjective and can be harder to quantify. Additionally, the stigma surrounding mental health issues can differ from that associated with physical health conditions. While physical ailments are generally accepted and understood, mental health issues may still carry societal stigma, leading individuals to feel reluctant to seek help. Furthermore, treatment approaches can vary significantly. While physical health often relies on medical interventions, mental health treatment may involve therapy, lifestyle changes, and support systems that address emotional and psychological well-being. Lastly, the concept of ideal mental health can be more fluid and less universally defined than physical health standards. What constitutes optimal mental health for one person may not hold true for another, making it essential to consider individual differences and experiences in mental health discussions. This is a limitation because it suggests that there may be a lack of understanding or acknowledgement of the complexities involved in mental health compared to physical health. It can lead to oversimplification and hinder effective discussions about mental well-being. A limitation of deviation from ideal mental health as a definition of abnormality is that the criteria can be seen as too demanding and unrealistic for most individuals to achieve. The standards set for what constitutes ideal mental health often include aspects like self-actualization, personal growth, and emotional well-being, which can create an unattainable benchmark for many people. For instance, the expectation to maintain a high level of self-esteem and to cope effectively with stressors may not be feasible for those struggling with mental health challenges, such as anxiety or depression. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and failure among individuals who do not meet these ideal standards, potentially exacerbating their mental health issues rather than alleviating them. Additionally, the rigid criteria may overlook the fact that mental health is a spectrum, and many individuals may function well in their daily lives despite not meeting all aspects of the ideal mental health model. This is a limitation because it suggests that individuals must conform to an unrealistic standard of mental health, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy. When the criteria for ideal mental health are set so high, it fails to recognize the complexity and variability of mental health experiences, making it difficult for many to feel accepted or validated in their struggles. This can ultimately hinder their willingness to seek support and exacerbate their mental health issues. A limitation of deviation from ideal mental health as a definition of abnormality is that it is culturally biased. This bias arises because the criteria for what constitutes ideal mental health are often rooted in Western values and perspectives, which may not be applicable or relevant to individuals from different cultural backgrounds. For example, concepts such as self-actualization and individualism are highly valued in many Western societies, but they may not hold the same significance in collectivist cultures, where community and family ties are prioritized. As a result, individuals from diverse cultural backgrounds may feel alienated or misunderstood when assessed against these ideal standards. This can lead to misdiagnosis or a lack of appropriate support, as mental health professionals may overlook culturally specific expressions of distress or coping mechanisms. Furthermore, the rigid criteria can reinforce stigma, as individuals who do not conform to the ideal may be labeled as abnormal or dysfunctional, which can discourage them from seeking help. Additionally, cultural differences in emotional expression and communication styles can further complicate the assessment of mental health. What is considered a healthy emotional response in one culture may be viewed as abnormal in another. This cultural insensitivity not only undermines the validity of the ideal mental health model but also highlights the need for a more inclusive approach that recognizes and respects the diversity of human experiences and mental health across different cultures. This is a limitation because it suggests that the criteria for ideal mental health are too demanding and unrealistic for most individuals to achieve, as they include aspects like self-actualization and personal growth. This can set an unattainable benchmark for many, particularly those facing mental health challenges, leading to feelings of inadequacy and potentially exacerbating their issues. A limitation of deviation from ideal mental health as a definition of abnormality is that it uses subjective measurements. It is hard to quantify how much a person is self-actualizing, or the extent to which they are able to master their environment, because measuring such characteristics relies on patient self-reports, which take personal perceptions and interpretations of what constitutes as good well-being or functioning, and therefore these methods may be unreliable, as each individual is likely to have varying opinions on what it means to be mentally healthy based on their personal experiences, beliefs, and cultural backgrounds. This reliance on subjective criteria can lead to misdiagnosis or inappropriate treatment, as mental health professionals may interpret behaviors and feelings through their own lenses rather than considering the unique context of each individual. Moreover, the subjective nature of these measurements can also contribute to stigma, as individuals may be labeled as abnormal based on arbitrary standards that do not take into account the complexities of human emotions and experiences. This is a limitation because it suggests that individuals must meet certain criteria to be considered mentally healthy, which overlooks human experiences and the fact that many people can function well without fitting into these rigid definitions. It also places undue pressure on individuals to achieve an often unrealistic standard of well-being, which can exacerbate feelings of inadequacy and lead to further mental health challenges. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Bye.